All right, so first one I wanted to highlight was the public safety building. So this funding was authorized through bond ordinance number 1 in 2020. It's going to be a roughly 30,000 square foot purpose-built facility that's going to serve as our new fire headquarters for the city and emergency operations center for Q County. Other building functions are going to include city IT, as well as training spaces within the mezzanines and the tower. The facility is going to meet all the new and required health and safety regulations for our modern career fire department. And construction is being done in cooperation through Huber Brewer's Division of Fire Protection Services. Sean Foran is on tonight if you have additional questions, as well as Bibbins and Associates Architects. Construction began September 9th, and our prime project contractors are Peak Construction Group, J&E Electric, and Syracuse Mechanical. I am proud to say that we have several local subcontractors on this project that have already been to work. Those include Landmark Enterprises, KC Masonry, Apple Roofing out of Syracuse, and Homer Ironworks. So as you can see from the photos, we have foundations already being installed and we have walls going up. I wanted to include additional photos because I know for a while there we were lagging in some project progress, but despite the snow, we have persevered and there's EPDM roofing going on. We do have the wall block going up on the exterior there. So we're definitely making good progress. So we are still on schedule for substantial completion by mid-September. The project continues to be on budget. We are dealing with a few change orders, as I know that there was a question about that, I think, at the last council meeting, related to subsoil conditions and roofing and structure separation from our very close neighbor there at 27 Seminary Street, the former grocery store. So before I moved on, were there any additional questions related to public safety building?
Christina, I have a quick question.
Yes, Councilor.
You say that we're on track for substantial completion. The September target date. The gentleman from Huber Brewer was on earlier. I think he's still here. He said that, whether or not you're on course to finish on time or not depends on a lot of factors. And one of the things he said that I guess overall we're on track, but subcontractors are behind due to things that were out of their control. He mentioned mechanical, so I'm assuming that's Syracuse.
Yes.
How does that negatively impact them? If they were planning on being in there getting this work done, I'm sure they've been on other jobs. What is the time frame? I just don't want to see them be negatively impacted because of other people's, slowdowns.
Yeah. And I know Sean's on and can comment further. But Syracuse has been in there. They are hanging ductwork this past week. They have been in to do their trenching needed, and so it's not that they haven't been in, they're just not progressing as far along as I think that they wanted to. And same thing with J&E. We're still waiting on our transformer from NYSEG. So, we're at the mercy of a few other scheduling items here, but we're hoping we still have 7 months to go, and prayers for a dry spring, and that everything can kind of, get over this COVID hump that we had here for the winter time, and we can move forward.
Sure, because the way I remember it, and correct me if I'm wrong, the building was supposed to be up substantially before winter, and now we're on the tail end of winter. So I guess I'm concerned. We're saying that we're on date for substantial completion. I guess I don't understand what that means, substantial completion.
Sean? Is he on there? Chuck, is Sean still on? I can't tell.
Yes, he's just muted.
Okay.
You're muted, Sean.
All right, I pulled the city manager. Sorry. Sorry, Mr. Manager. So yes, substantial completion is a construction term that's used to identify the point of the progress of the construction where the owners of the building can occupy the building for beneficial occupancy, it's called. So substantial completion is a point at which the fire department would be able to occupy the building and run their business out of the building on a full-time basis. It means that there may be minor punch list items that still need to be completed. There will certainly be warranty paperwork and so forth that would need to be followed up and completed. But substantial completion is a point of the project where the owner has the use of the building for beneficial occupancy. Does that answer your question, sir?
Yeah, I think so.
So we have 7 months and we're going to try to make the most of it. I gotta figure.
Lead Councilor LaCastro was, had a question right there at the end.
Yes, I did.
Oh, hold on.
Christina,
Yes.
you had said that there was some change orders. Is that true?
So yes. So if you recall, Counselor, the council authorized up to, I think it was 550,000 for change requests that would happen in the field. And we are still well within that budget. I have had 2 significant ones though so far, because we are dealing with a pre-existing site. You know, you can do all of the, you know, underground work initially, but when we started digging, we had subsoil conditions that did not support the foundations where we wanted apparatus bay 1. So we did have to do some over excavation and bring in some additional soil. And that was something we weren't anticipating. And then, you know, we did need to ensure that we are meeting essential facilities building code. And we needed to make sure there was proper separation between this structure and the neighboring structure. And there were some additional masonry and roofing costs related to that.
What percentage of the building is complete right now, if you had a guess?
That's a good question. Sean, I'd have to refer to you at that point. I mean, I don't know, 20% based upon billing. Is that accurate? And then I'm not quite sure in terms of stored material and other things, but.
Sean, you may be muted again.
So the completion of the building, you would say, is approximately 20%.
Yeah, approximately. I don't have all the numbers in front of me, but you know, we've really picked up speed these last 3 weeks, been able to resolve some office issues, I think, and the masons, I was out there today, they're doing a fantastic job. Apple Roofing is cruising right along. I think they'll have most of our EPDM down by Friday afternoon, and you know, up to the point where we can connect with the parapets. So we're definitely moving right along. We've got a recovery schedule from our general contractor. We've got certain milestones that we need to hit. We are going to be on them, and we're going to deliver this project.
What is the dollar amount so far, the change orders, based on 20% of the building being done, roughly?
Yeah, so I would say we're at about 70 to 80,000. So yeah, we're right on track.
I would say if you're still 80% from completion, I think you're a long way to go.
Well, it's going to be a long project. It's been a long time getting here. So this is what is taking up most of my time at this point.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Christina, it looks like Sean is not on the call.
Okay. I can't tell with the feed the way it is. So.
Yeah, I think he might have got bumped off, or either maybe he had to leave. I'm not sure.
Okay. All right. Well, I know in the interest of time, anything else, council, related to this particular project?
All set. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. All right. Let me see here.
Christina, can I just make a request?
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe, and to Mr. Dygert as well, maybe as time goes on, that we get periodic updates on this project so that we know where it stands, if there are, you know, additional change orders. You know, and I think what Councilor Castro is getting at, you know, we were told in the beginning there weren't going to be a lot of change orders. And I know things happen, especially when we're doing this type of project, but maybe if we can just get a periodic update of where things stand so there's no surprises.
Sure, we can do a monthly for you.
Okay, thank you.
Yep,
Thank you.
absolutely. All right, and now